Hi, I'm Dean Perrine, and on behalf of 1623 Farnam, I'd like to welcome Mr. Bruce Garrison. Bruce is the KsFiberNet CEO, and also my longtime friend, Mr. Todd Cushing. Todd is the president of 1623 Farnam. Gentlemen, thanks very much for taking some time to speak with me today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks, Dean.
You bet, you bet. And Bruce, let's go ahead and start with you. Why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about KsFiberNet?
KsFiberNet, or abbreviated as KFN, we are a communications infrastructure provider. What that means is we put fiber in the ground to enable all the great technologies that are going on in healthcare, finance, government, education, and so forth. Also with the mobile carriers. We operate a 4,000 route mile network in Kansas. We have done some expansion into adjacent markets, hence the reason we're having this conversation. And we largely serve the mobile carriers and, like I said, the large enterprise companies that are doing so much innovation in today's digital economy.
So as you just noted, we're here for a very specific reason. There's some new news coming out of your newsroom regarding a partnership of sorts with 1623 Farnam. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we just recently did a network expansion to 1623 Farnam, and the driver behind that is all fiber touches a data center. Not all data centers are created equal, so it's important for us to be able to provide better solutions to data centers that are dense in network, dense in content, and dense in eyeballs. So that was exactly where 1623 Farnam falls. It also gives our enterprise customers an alternative to different public cloud providers, and it's in line with our expansion into adjacent markets where we can serve more customers. So, looking forward to the partnership and kind of it really hits our long-term strategy.
Let's talk a little bit about that long-term strategy. I'm going to go off script just a little bit. Clearly, there was a strategy behind who you might partner with. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that strategy and why ultimately you chose 1623 Farnam?
Yeah, our at KFN, our kind of strategy for the foreseeable future is it's one to put more network in the ground, put more fiber into a lot of secondary and tertiary markets. So some of the underserved markets in the Midwest. It is to provide bandwidth solutions to more of those customers, and that healthcare company that may be operating in kind of a market outside of Kansas City, they want access to the same applications, the same cloud services, and by extending our network to 1623 Farnam, it allows us to do that and serve those, let's call it more rural market enterprises with the same technologies they can get from downtown Kansas City or downtown Chicago. So.
Awesome. So, and we're specifically, the news is specifically about an Omaha point of presence. Is that correct?
Yes, correct. Yep, it is. Premier location in the Midwest for us. Like I said, adjacent market that I've said a couple of times, and you just have to give network choices to your customers, and so being able to extend our network to a site in the Midwest that has so many networks and content as in the facility, it just allows us to better serve our enterprise customers, our mobile carriers, and actually serve more of them as well.
Every relationship is a two-way street. So why don't you tell us from your perspective about the relationship that you have with KsFiberNet and ultimately how that relationship will benefit your customers?
Sure. For KsFiberNet, they're obviously known. They're a big presence in the Kansas market, the Kansas City market. And I knew Bruce through prior lives. And so we were excited to see him join KFN. For us, adding carriers is a big part of what we're looking for. So the ecosystem needs to grow at 1623, and it continues to grow. And so we're super excited to see somebody who was as connected as they were come into our facility, take down some real estate, and be able to have more connectivity happen, and be able to have people be able to share, peer, connect through KFN in our facility. So we're real excited to have them be part of the team.
Outstanding. Well, gentlemen, thank you very much for your time today. That is all the time that we have. And thank you, viewers, for tuning in. We'll see you soon.